Well, this cross is very important because it's on the Hill of Down and it is on the site where St Patrick is buried. So really it would have been seen as a very important cross for its time, because so many pilgrims came here, and it would have really marked the Hill of Down. And people would have put the life of St Patrick into the context of biblical history, that he was really the patron saint of Ireland. He was continuing all the work that Christ began. Coming here for a pilgrim would be very important. It was not possible always to go to the Holy Land or even to Rome for Irish people. But one thing they could do was to visit a shrine in their own land. And where better than Downpatrick, where his grave was situated and where this cross really marked where Patrick himself raised the cross for the first time in the 5th century.
And so we're very grateful to everyone who's involved in order to preserve the cross and really preserve it for the town, because it was the town cross, it's not the cathedral cross, and we're obviously very grateful that a replica will then come back in its place. So for everybody who's been part of that project, thank you, and we look forward to seeing the finished work. I know Mike's really worried because we're actually only lending it to the museum and he's worried that we might want it back.
It's part of a whole series of Ulster crosses, which are, in certain respects different from what you get, further south of the border. Not that there was the border, at that particular time, but the particular thing that makes these crosses different in Ulster is the presence of the two thieves on either side of Christ's crucifixion, which only occurs in Ulster. It doesn't occur further south, interestingly enough. But I think they are based on models being used, not necessarily in stone, but it could be in wood, or it could be in in frescoes and so on the European continent, particularly in France.
What is this here?
This is Newry granite.
Newry granite.
Yes.
What age is that?
That's 415 million years when it crystallised.
And this one?
56 million.
56 million. My God.
So this guy is in time is related to the opening of the North Atlantic.
Right.
And this guy is related in time to the closure of the ancient ocean that once separated the north of Ireland, southern Ireland, and it's now closed.
God, that's incredible. Have you written all this down?
Yes.
I have to read this.
Yes. We've got 20 samples in chemistry at the moment for the isotopes, and if they work out, we'll not only be able to pinpoint the quarry, but the very spot in the quarry.
Are you serious?
If that happens, that's a world first.
This historic Irish relic, which has been around since 900 AD, is on what's going to be its final journey. It's going to be placed in the town's museum, and a new replica will be placed here in time for St Patrick's Day next year.
The whole good thing about it is that they're keeping it all within the moorings, because at the end of the day, that's where the original cross come from, and it's just brilliant that they're happy to come and source the stone locally here and use the local skills that are available for manufacturing it and making the replica cross. Certainly we have been down now already, and we've been able to scan the image of the cross, and it's just brilliant to get all of that, and the scan has come out really well. It's all looking very well on computer, and we've now started to do a part of the machining there on the stone.
Really, it's very exciting that the cross is moving, that we've had conservators appointed to do this job, and a company to make the replica. So it's actually quite a relief to see cross moving safely and being brought into the museum, and to be conserved next year, to be cleaned, to have it made ready for a fantastic exhibition. We're finding out something every day that we didn't know, and it'll be part of putting the story back together. And the fantastic thing is also, when this cross goes on display in this gallery, it'll be a centrepiece, but there are many, many other artefacts that are being excavated on the Hill of Down in the 80s and 90s. We're going to be able to bring together, and they're going to go into a display around the cross, so we can tell the story of the Hill of Down, of the early Christian sites in the landscape around us. And also you'll be able to see the view out onto many of these monuments from the gallery itself, from the windows. So it's going to be a wonderful experience to put the cross in context.